Okay, good afternoon everyone and welcome to the National Archives webinar. Today we're joined by Chrissie Peters, who's going to talk about how to use Discovery, our online catalogue. So before we start, can I just ask you all to confirm that you can hear me and see the presentation and video by typing into the chat box now. All you need to type is yes or no, so if there are any problems we can try and resolve it before we start. Oh, that's good, you all seem to be saying yes.
Very good.
That's good.
Cool.
Okay, please bear with us. If there are any technical issues, we want to get that sorted ASAP. Webinars are a new venture for us here at the National Archives. But you all seem to be able to hear me and see Chrissie, so that's a good start. Okay, so the talk will last about 30 minutes. Just before we begin, a few pointers about the layout you should see. When I hand over, you should be able to see Chrissie in the top left-hand corner of your screen and the presentation on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, you can see the chat dialog box and a series of buttons. Here you can interact with me and each other via chat. This is also the medium by which you can raise any questions or comments that I will try to answer throughout or put to Chrissie anonymously after the presentation. And if you do have any problems throughout with technology, please say so via chat. Okay, so it's now just gone 4, so without further ado, I will hand you over to Chrissie. Hope you enjoyed the event, and if you're having any problems viewing or hearing, as I said, please do let me know. Over to you, Chrissie.
Okay, hello. Thank you very much, Lauren, for that introduction. I'm Chrissie. I am a reader advisor here at the National Archives, so I help members of the public to access our records, and we do that by teaching them to use Discovery, which is our online catalogue. Just will say, if you do have any questions, do ask. Lauren, who's with me here, is also very knowledgeable about Discovery, and she will try and answer them for you. Alternatively, she'll collect some questions together that she's going to put to me at the end. And another thing, if you find that maybe you're getting a bit confused or you want me to slow down at all, then say that to Lauren as well, and she can just give me a nudge and I can pause. Okay? So, we've only got half an hour, so let's get started. So, first thing is, what is Discovery? So, Discovery is the key to all the documents held here at the National Archives. It's our online catalogue. Whether you are accessing our records online or here with us, you still need to know how to use it. So within Discovery, all our documents are arranged according to the government department where they originated. There are millions of catalogue entries within Discovery. These are descriptions of the individual records. Discovery is being added to all the time. So we are the archive for UK government. So whilst the government's running and creating records, those records that are being created will someday end up here with us. So every year we get more and more documents through. As well as the information contained about government records, Discovery also contains information on the holdings of some other UK institutions. Today we are just going to focus on records of the National Archives, so I don't want you to worry about those, though if you do have questions, do put them to Lauren. These are the objectives of today's session. So hopefully during the session we are going to show you how to search Discovery. We want to show you how to do both a simple and a more targeted search of Discovery. We are going to show you how to refine and sort your search results once you've done your search. We're going to show you how to use the records guidance available to you on our website to help you search Discovery. We're going to show you how to browse Discovery. That's a term that may not be familiar to you at the moment, but it should become apparent when we go through it, what it means. And then finally, once you've found the records that you want to see, we're going to show you how you actually view them. Okay? So, first thing first, how do you access Discovery? You access Discovery via our website. Our website address is www.nationalarchives.gov.uk, and then Discovery is accessed just here from the centre of the screen where it says Discovery, our catalogue. That's a very wonky line. you just click on Discovery Our Catalogue, and that is going to take you through to this page, which is the Discovery home page. So this is where your kind of starting point for all your discovery searches is going to be. In the centre of the page here, you have the Discovery search bar. The first type of search we are going to show you is a simple search. This involves doing a very basic search of our records by either a keyword or keywords. So what we're going to do is we are going to type a keyword into that box. We are going from Paradise, and then you just hit search here at the end of the box. This will take you through to your search results page. So what we do when we do a keyword search across Discovery is we search all the descriptions of records for the keyword Paradise. I have to say at this point, what we do not do is search the entire text of all the records we have. That isn't possible. What we describe it as is it's very much like looking in a library catalogue. So you can look for keywords such as the genre or the author. You cannot do a search of the text of a book itself. So that's how Discovery works. So as you can see, we've actually got quite a lot of results here. We've got over 3,000. Now that's a lot of results to search through. And what we're going to show you now is how to refine those results so you've got less to look through. First thing we're going to do is if you look over here on the left hand side, this column here helps you filter your results. The top section is held by. So this tells you the organisation that holds the records. We today are just focusing here on the National Archives. So by clicking National Archives, what you'll instantly see happen is the number of search results has reduced from over 3,000 to just about 600. And what you've also can see is here on the left hand side with the filter results, there's a box that's been added that says your filters, and it's got the National Archives there as the filter that we've used so far. Okay. We're going to continue down this left hand side showing you some of the other filter results. The next one, if I click that, is it's download here. So this filter allows you to select only those search results that are actually available from download. When we say available for download, we mean they have been digitised and they are available for you to download to your computer from our website. So sometimes, usually with that, there is a small fee attached to it, we do have to say. The next section that you can filter your results by is the date section here. So that's a set of predetermined dates you can select just by clicking the little box next to it. So if you knew you were just after records from maybe the 19th or the 18th century, you could do that there. Next section we're going to look at is the collection section here. So what you can see here is this lists all the government departments that results have been found in. So we have Board of Trade, Copyright, Prerogative Court of Canterbury and War Office showing there. So if you'd been doing this search and you knew that you wanted something to do with the army, you might think, oh, it's going to be in War Office, so I can just select War Office, and that would eliminate anything else from your search results. Next ones. Okay, so there are your filtering options. There's a few more there, but we've gone through the key ones. You can just have a play around. I think most of them are quite apparent. Next bit we're going to look at is sorting your results, which you can do here. So next to where I've just circled in red, you can see there is a drop-down menu. If you were to select that, it will give you a number of options for sorting your search results. The default search is always by relevance, but your other options are reference, date ascending, date descending, and also alphabetically. Okay, is that clear? Yeah, we're good. Okay, so you now have maybe selected a record that you think you're going to find interesting and you want to view more about this record. So all you need to do is click onto the title here. So if you click onto it, it's going to take you through to the record information page. So what this does, it gives you information about the record. You can see along here. And it's also going to give you your viewing options for this record. So there's 4 different types of viewing options for records. 2 of them relate to digitised records and 2 of them relate to records that haven't been digitised and are still in their original format. So for a digitised record, it will either give you the option to download now if it's been digitised by us and is available from our website. Alternatively, if it has been digitised by a third party, such as Ancestry or Find My Past, it will give you a link and take you through to their website where you can find it. This one is one that hasn't been digitised, and here it's saying order a copy. So this is still in a paper format. Your choices then are either to order a copy from our record copying department, or here you can see you can also come and you can view it for free here at the National Archives. Okay, so in order to get back to your search results page, you can just click up here at the top and that's going to take you back there. I hope that's quite clear. That is just how you do a simple search by keyword or keywords. You may find with simple search you're getting a large number of results and they're not wholly relevant to you. So what you may want to do is to do kind of a more targeted search. Now we call that an advanced search and you use our advanced search function to do it. However, if this is the type of search you want to do, the best place to start is actually going to be with the research guidance that you can find on our website. So I can tell you a bit about the research guidance. On our website we have hundreds of guides on different records, all our most popular records. We have guides that have been written by specialists in that area that work here at the National Archives. Your best chance of finding your records is to go through these guides. They are very, very good and they are going to tell you whereabouts you are going to find your results. So in order to access them, you just go to the website homepage. Next to where it's Discovery Our Catalogue, you have the Find Guidance option. And it's going to take you through to the guidance page. So we're going to look in the bottom half of the page here. What there is to note is down here you have a Research Guides A to Z. The A to Z contains all our research guides. You look for them by keyword of subject. So if you were after the Royal Navy, you'd click on R. If you were after death duties, you'd click on D, so on and so forth. What we've also done though is if you look above there, just here, looking for a place, looking for a person, looking for a subject. What we've done is grouped a lot of our kind of most familiar guides, grouped them together in subjects, so guides that may be related, so you may want to look at more than one. We've put in little sections for you to help. Now, as I said, these research guides are going to tell you where you need to look for your record. And when I say where you need to look, I mean it's going to tell you the department that the records you may need are going to be held in, and it's going to tell you whereabouts within that department you may find it. Another thing about research guides, they will tell you the type of records we hold and the type of information that these records have within them. That's important. Okay, so what we're going to talk about now is the arrangement of discovery. So in these research guides, it's going to tell you the government department that is relevant to your search and whereabouts within this government department you will find the records that you need. This is all going to help you when you do an advanced search. So as we've already said, National Archives are arranged according to the government department that originally created them. For example, Home Office, Foreign and Commonwealth Office, Inland Revenue, these are all government departments. And then having come to us, the records, they remain arranged by these departments. So in Discovery, these departments are represented by codes. We've got an example down the bottom of the screen for you here. So we've actually pulled up the Home Office, which is here. And the code for the Home Office, as you can see here, is HO. So you have the department. Now within the department, series are arranged numerically, and each series will cover a different subject within that department. So we've selected HO11, which is Home Office, Series 11, and this holds the convict transportation registers, as you can see here. So we've looked at the research guides and we've looked at how Discovery is arranged. Now the information you get from these is what's going to enable you to get the most from an advanced search. So now we will show you how to do an advanced search. So you'd go back to Discovery, the home page, and then in yellow it just says Advanced Search. If you click on this, it's going to take you through to the Advanced Search section of the website. So what Advanced Search does, it allows you to set certain parameters that you want your search to be done in the aim of kind of reducing your results and making them far more targeted to the type of records you are looking for. We're going to go through some of the key features of Advanced Search for you. Here at the top section, this is the main search box where it says search. The first option under find words is all of these words, which is here. So that works exactly the same as the keyword search bar on the front page of Discovery does. Beneath this is exact word or phrase. So exact word or phrase will search for the words as you put them in and exactly in the order you put them in. So with the general keyword search, which was just all of these words, if you put in John Smith, it would search for any documents that had the words John and Smith in any order. Whereas if you put it in the exact word or phrase boxes, it will search for it where it appears only in the order John and then Smith. There is also a good tip when using these search boxes. It's called a wildcard search. Now a wildcard when using Discovery is actually, it's an asterisk on your keyboard. Just here. Now the asterisk can act as either a single character or multiple characters. Or it can be left on its own and it can just pick up everything. An example of this is if you enter WILL asterisk, this would search for any words with WIL in the beginning, e.g. Williams, Wilmot, William, etc. You can also kind of flip that around and you can put it so you're searching for letters you don't know at the beginning of the word. So you'd go asterisk ILL. That would pick up any words ending in ILL. You can also use it to denote a character within a word that you are unsure of. The example we've got on the screen here, we are looking for Mohammed or Muhammad. So what we've put in is M asterisk H, so AMMED. And this will pick up either Mohammed or Muhammad. So hopefully that is quite a clear one. If we go back. Okay, so also here is don't find words. If you find you're doing a search and you're getting a lot of results on a subject that you have no interest in, if there's a keyword associated with that subject, you can actually put it into these boxes here, and it will eliminate those from your search results. That can be quite handy sometimes. Next one that we're going to look at is search for or within references. Okay, this is a section you can limit your search by the department and the series within that department that you want to search in. So in the instance where we were talking about Home Office 11 having the convict transportation registers, if that's what you wanted to search, you would literally put HO space 11 in this section, and it would only pick up any search results from HO11 there. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, so that's the search section. The next section to mention is the date section, which is just here. So you have three options when you're using the date section. You can either search a date range of your choice, which is why you've got the from and the to boxes there. Or you can search a specific date, in which case that will go down to one box and you can just input your year. Or you can search one of these predetermined date ranges that we've put beneath those, which is much the same as the filtering options you had on the search results page a moment ago. The next section in advanced search is the held by, which we also saw on the search results page. We are going to stick with just looking at National Archives records. So that's what we're selecting here. So once we've selected search National Archives only in the held by section, that opens up a few more options below that you can additionally refine your search with. So you've got records available for download. That is for records available for download from our website, not from third-party websites. And the next one is records by government department creators. So this is just records by government departments. Don't worry about the creators when you're just looking at National Archive records here. Now, in order to find a department, what you just need to do is type in a keyword associated with the department. So as you can see here, we typed in the word home, and we got both the Home Office and the Prison Commission and Home Office Prison Department. Okay. So once you set all your parameters in your advanced search, you can do a search. We have gone for an asterisk, which is a wildcard. So that is just telling it that it's going to pick up everything. We've left the Home Office and the Police Commission as the departments we're searching in. And we have also gone search specific date, and we've just gone for 1812. And then you just need to select search up here in the top right hand side. Okay, so see, this is our search results, same as the other search results page. The difference you will see is we have quite a lot of filters we've already used. So that's telling us we've searched in the 1812, just the National Archives, in the Home Office and the Police Commission and Home Office Prison Department. You'll see here that you'll still have the same filtering options that you had before, which are going to be down here on the left hand side, and you also still have all the same sorting options for sorting your results. Okay, so I hope that's quite clear. If it's not, do say to Lauren, she's busy typing away there, so I'm sure she's answering lots of questions. So those are the two types of searches we do. We do the simple search and the advanced search. You may find that you're still not getting the results that you're after, having done these. This could be because the terms you're using are too broad, or it may even be that you are just slightly unsure of what it is that you need to look for at the moment. There is another option open to you, and that is browsing. So, browsing. What browsing does is it allows you to browse our records by the government departments that created them. It will give you an ordered overview of all of our records and how they sit next to each other. In order to browse our records, just from the Discovery homepage, next to where we've just done advanced search, below the search bar, the main search bar, you can just click onto browse. And this is going to take you through to the browsing homepage. The bit we're looking at is the browse records section here. As you can see, you have the options of records of the National Archives or records of other archives. We are focusing today on records of the National Archives, so this is the bit we're looking at here. Now, you'll notice you've got an A to Z again. So the records are arranged within Discovery by government department. Now they are arranged by the departmental code. So as we talked about earlier, Home Office has been assigned the departmental code HO, which is absolutely lovely and simple. Unfortunately, they're not always that simple. You may sometimes find one has a code that is not derived from its name. It's unfortunate, but you can use the advanced search option by typing in the name of the department in the record, government record creators, and that's actually going to give you the departmental code as well. And from there, you can then come here and you can browse. So we are going to show you how you browse. We've been looking at the Home Office already, so we're going to stay with the Home Office. To do that, we're just going to select H here. And then you can see here on the left hand side of the screen is a list of the government departments whose archival code begin with the letter H. You can see the top one there, HA, Records of the Natural Environment Research Council. So that's one of the ones I mentioned where its archival code is not related to the name of the department. We're staying with Home Office, which, as I said, is lovely. So you just need to scroll down until you get to HO, and that's the Home Office. Now, in order to get a bit more information about this department, you just need to click Details here. And clicking Details takes you through to the departmental information, the department information page. So this gives you the information here about the department. As you can see, it tells you the dates the records we hold cover. Home Office is obviously one that's still accruing. The latest records we currently have are actually in 2013. It also tells you here the number of series that can be found within the department. Home Office has 539 series within it. And then here, which is also very useful, it gives you some administrative and biographical background to the department. So this can be helpful. What you find, sometimes one department will get eaten up by another and it will get moved into it. This will tell you about all that. It will give you an overview of the things that are held in it. And it can also provide you with some historical context to the records that you don't always get from research guides or looking on the records pages themselves. So this is where you'd start when browsing. Next step, you want to look within this department, within those 539 series. So you want to go to the bottom of the page and you'll see a section that says context of this record. From there, you just want to go browse by reference. Okay, and this is the next page that you'll come to. You see you've still got your series, your department here on the left hand side. And then here on the right hand side, you can see a list of the series within that department. As you can see, they're numerical. So HO1, Home Office 1, contains naturalisation papers and correspondence from 1789 to 1871. Home Office 2 contains certificates of arrival of aliens from 1836 to 1852, so on and so forth. The one we're going to have a look at is HO11, the convict transportation registers that we've been looking at so far. Now, there's a new function here, which is very new to us as well. So you have two options at this point. The one that is newest, so let me go back, is that you can do a keyword search within this series. And in order to do that, you just need to select details here. And that is going to take you through to the series information page. And from there, you can use this box here to perform a keyword search just within that series. This can be very useful, but how successful it is going to vary depending on how well described the records beneath it are. So that is now an option open to you, which is really good, but you may decide that you want to continue browsing, which is what we're going to show you now. So here you've got the series on the left hand side, HO11, and what you can see on the right hand side is a breakdown of the files contained within that series. We refer to these as pieces, but you can call them files, that's fine. And as you can see from the descriptions underneath, so here, these are all convicts transported. However, each of the files or pieces actually relates to a different date range. So the top one's 1787 to 1809. The next one, which is HO11, piece number 2, is 1810 to 1817. As you can see, that just carries on. Something else to note. So again, this is where it can get confusing, and please do speak to Lauren. And if you need me to go over it and say this again, that's absolutely fine as well. So the majority of the records held here at the National Archives, this kind of file or piece level that we've talked about here, which I'll just go over here, my arrows aren't very good, is as broken down as the records can get. And that means that you can't get any further information about what's held within that record without actually viewing it in some way, whether that's as ordering a copy or coming here to visit us yourself. However, with records that have been digitised, you can now actually go down a further level and you can look at the individual items held within the files of the series. That's quite a mouthful, so I hope that made sense. And in order to do that, if I just show you here, you can just click details here. Oh no, actually that's slightly wrong, ignore that. You just click on the title here. So we're going to select one. Okay, so we have selected Home Office Series 11, piece number 4. And you can see that the pieces are listed on the left hand side. And then here on the right hand side are the individual items found within that piece. So like I said, this usually happens on digitised records. So if I select now this record, you will see that takes us through to the records information page, and you will see on the viewing options here that the directions to see this record is actually to visit Ancestry. So this is a record that has been digitised by a third party and is now available from their website. Now I hope that makes sense. That is browsing. Again, any problems browsing, say, and we can go over it. We good?
We're good.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we're nearly done. We've been going for just over half an hour. The final thing I'm going to mention, which has not been precisely mentioned, but you may have noticed it as we've gone along, is this here, which is the reference. So all of our records have a reference which is unique to them. In this case, the reference is HO11/4/1. So as we've gone through browsing there, we've seen how these references are built. So Home Office, the department, 11 is the series within the department, 4 is the piece within the series, and then 1 is the item within the piece. So it's department, series, piece, item. And together these combine to make up a reference that is unique to this document. Now, as you are doing your own research and doing your own, finding your own records that you want to have a look at, it's this number here that it's important that you take note of, because this can make it very easy for you to locate that record if necessary. And I can't tell you how annoying it is that having found a document and not noted down the reference, trying to locate it again can be an absolute nightmare. So what you can do is, once you've written down this record, this reference number, you can go straight to Discovery, input that reference directly into the search bar, just hit search, and you'll see here it's the top result. So that makes it incredibly easy for you to locate records that you've decided are of interest to you. Okay, so that is our brief overview of Discovery and its main search functions. Next up, we're just going to see if Lauren has any questions she's put together. So I'm just going to move the microphone over.
Okay, thank you very much, Chrissie. That was really interesting. So we have had quite a few questions coming in. So first of all, if the record has been digitised, can you still view the original at the National Archives?
So the general rule is that if it has been digitised, then unfortunately it is no longer viewable at the National Archives as an original document. This is for reasons of preservation of the document. However, should there be a problem with the digitisation, should it be obscured in any way, or should the quality of the digitisation make it illegible, in these instances we will produce the original document. Do need to point out at that point though that quite a lot of our original documents that have been digitised are held off-site, so it's best to contact us in advance and let us know that you will need that record, because it can take 3 working days for it to come to us. Okay?
Okay, so as a general rule, if it's been digitised, you can't view it at the National Archives?
Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you. So another question we've had coming in is, can you save search results?
Can you save search results? Okay, yes you can. Best way to do this, I'm just going to take you back to one of the slides we looked at. As I said earlier, unfortunately we didn't have time to go through all the functions of Discovery. This is quite a good one that we do like to use. So on your screens now, I've gone back to using Discovery Simple Search page. And if you look here, you've got a couple of options. Firstly, you can print them, but you might not want to do that. You might have a lot of search results and you want to save it to your computer. So what you want to do is export the results. When you export the results, this is going to give you your results in an Excel style format, and you can then save that to your computer. What you can also do is, once you have done a search, you can actually save the link. So if you go into the website bar at the top, you can save that link, and by going back via that link to our website, it will bring up the same search results again.
Okay, thank you. We've got a few more to go. So, first of all, how do you know the extent of any item in the search results, i.e. whether it represents a document, a file, a box, etc.?
Okay.
Is it possible?
So I'm going to show you as a general rule. Unfortunately, general rules don't always apply, but if I go back to oh no, sorry. Okay, so this one here, let me clear what we've done. The other page. So obviously the HO is the department code. It's in black. So the 11 is the series. The next number is the piece, and the next number is the item. If it will only let you go through, so you don't have like the 1 on the end. If it's only Home Office, Series 11, piece number 4, that's as far as it will go down, and the document needs to be ordered at that level for you to see the individual items within it. Is that yeah?
Yeah.
Is that clear?
That answers the question, but normally the best way to tell is if you actually order the document. It's often the only way to know. Unfortunately,
I mean, so much of our holdings are not digitised, and the only way to tell is to order up the documents yourselves, and that's the fun of doing research.
Okay, a couple more. So we've had one instance where someone's found various references to chancery cases in their family history, but they're not searchable in Discovery.
Yep.
Is that because possibly it's not name searchable, or is it a case of looking at the research guide would be the best place to start?
I think the research guides are always the best place to start, because they are going to tell you the type of records we have and whether or not they can be searched by name. With a lot of them, they're not name searchable. It could be arranged by date, or it could be arranged in groups of names. So you could have one record from A to D and then another one from E to G, so on and so forth. But yeah, I suggest you look at the research guide. If you're still unsure, you can always contact us. We'll show you the contact us page at the end, all the different ways we can be contacted, and just send us an inquiry about those type of documents and how they are arranged.
Okay. I think we've got time for 2 more. So we've had instances where people have tried typing in a keyword but nothing appears in Discovery. What could be the reason for that?
So it could be that the record you're looking for has not been kind of catalogued down to the level with your keyword. A lot of them will just have a very brief description of what the record is. Again, we always say the place to start is the research guidance. Failing the research guidance, come to us and ask. We're here to be asked. And I think you always have to be aware and accepting of the possibility that the record you are looking for doesn't survive. Not all records of government survive, unfortunately.
Okay, thank you. And can you search for records in other archives? And is it possible maybe to order a record that you see in another archive to the National Archives?
Okay, so yes, you can search for records in other archives. Let me show you quickly on the browse page. So obviously today we focus on records of the National Archives. However, both the general search on Discovery and by browsing here, you can search records of other archival institutions in the UK. Not all of them, but it is increasing all the time. Sorry, what was the second part of the question? Oh, and can you view them here? Unfortunately not. So we can give to you the contact information and information about the holdings of other archives. We can't arrange for them to be viewed here at the National Archives now.
Okay, but you can, so in theory you can view the records of other archives, but you can't order them here, just to clarify.
Yeah.
Okay. Final one, is there an easy way to identify which records are available for download as part of the microfilm project?
I think that's identified as online records. So from our website, unfortunately we've not got a direct web link. If you go to our website, there should be an option for you that says online records, and then in that section there it should list all the records that are part of the microfilm digitisation project. But again, please contact us if anything isn't clear or you need more direction on that.
And I can send out any links on live chat now.
Yeah, Lauren can send out links.
I know I said two more, but we'll have one more. They keep coming in thick and fast. Are there terminals at the National Archives to view partner websites for users who don't have a subscription?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. All our records that have been digitised by third parties such as Ancestry and Find My Past are available to see for free here at the National Archives. I would also say a lot of county record officers that do subscribe to these websites as well. So if you know the records that you want are going to be on something like Ancestry or Find My Past, and London is a long way away, do look into local archives and libraries and those kind of institutions. They may well have a subscription you can go and use. Okay.
Okay. And someone's just pointed out that public libraries do have subscriptions as well. Mm-hmm. Final one, this seems to be coming in from a few people. Is there a list of department codes, or is that not something that we can do?
Okay, yeah, unfortunately, there's not a list of department codes on the website. What there is the browsing option, which is here. But as I also said, not all the government departments' codes correlate to the department, which is frustrating. I do appreciate that. The way that I find out what they are, if I'm not sure, is by actually going to the advanced search function. If we go... and if you see on the screen here, the records by government department creators, if you type in the name of the department here, it's going to come up and it's actually going to show you the departmental code to it as well, which is very handy, and that's how I do it.
Okay, I don't think we've got any more questions, so we'll wrap it up there. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone, and thank you, Chrissie. That was a really good insight into Discovery and how it works, and we hope you found it useful too. If there are any questions that we didn't address or you would like to know more, don't forget you can check Discovery Help, which we'll move on to in just a second, or use the contact form or live chat function via our website, which is www.nationalarchives.gov.uk.
Okay, so we finally are just going to tell you about other useful resources that are going to help you with your research. We've mentioned research guides a lot. That's because they are the best thing to start you off in your research. All our most popular subjects have research guides about them. They're very well written between our editors and our specialists, so we strongly recommend you start here. Already published resources and their references, so if you have a book on the subject that you're looking for, you may find that in their references, they have references either to the PRO, which is what we used to be called, or TNA, which is the National Archives. This is really good. Next thing is Discovery Help. So Discovery Help, from the Discovery homepage, here in the top right hand side, sorry my pen's just stopped working. There we go. Here in the top right hand side is Discovery Help. This can just go over a lot of what we've said today, and also a lot more tips for searching and other information. Strongly recommend you use Discovery Help as well. And just playing around with it is the final other useful resource we've got. You just need to become confident with it. That's how we all learn. Obviously we had people teaching us, but just spending time on it and going through the different record series that we have. If you are still struggling, contact us. We're here to help you. We are contactable in a variety of ways. We have live chat Tuesday to Friday between 1 and 5. You can actually just get online and chat to an advisor. You can also give us a phone call. We're there Tuesday to Saturday 9 to 5 to give you advice. You can contact us by email. Or you can visit us, and all this information is available from the Contact Us page, which you will find on our website. Okay. Also, if you have any feedback about the webinars, either with technical issues or the content of the webinar, we would really love to hear from you. We're always looking to improve our services. The email address to send this to, I think Lauren is going to put it into chat. I will tell it to you as well. It's webinars@nationalarchives.gsi.gov.uk. Okay, only say thank you very much for listening to me.
Okay, thank you again, Chrissie, and thank you everyone for joining us today, and we do hope you've enjoyed it and found it useful. We will be making a recording of today's session available for download in due course, so please keep your eye on the National Archives website. And as Chrissie mentioned, we are really keen to receive audience feedback on both the subjects and the functionality of the webinars, so please do get in touch with feedback, good or bad, and the email address is webinars@nationalarchives.gov.uk, and it is really important to us and does make a difference, so please do send your feedback in. Okay, thank you very much everyone, and goodbye.
This podcast is copyright the National Archives. All rights reserved.